Well, picking up bad habits can become easy when you're restless, bored, or even anxious. I have a ton of them. You may do these habits so frequently you might not even notice the effects that they can have on your body. So we are talking about common habits like cracking your knuckles, biting your nails, rubbing your eyes, or even biting your lip.
Here to share some healthy alternatives to these habits are 9 News medical expert, Dr. Payal Kohli. But before we get to the alternatives, let's talk about why these things, I do my knuckles all the time. Why are these things considered bad?
Yes, it's interesting with the knuckles, when you pop it, that popping sound is a little bubble popping inside, a nitrogen bubble. And we don't know if it's the chicken or the egg. The people who are popping their knuckles do so because they have stiffness and issues with them that could lead to arthritis, or does the act of actually popping the knuckle lead to arthritis? So which came first? So science is actually mixed on this, Alex. I would still say don't do it because there are some potential risks. There's some studies that showed actually weakness of your hand grip if you pop your knuckles repeatedly. They also showed weakness of the ligaments in your joints if you pop it repeatedly. But again, things are a little bit mixed there. Similarly with people who pop their
You commented.
neck.
I always crack my neck,
I can't stand
my back. Oh yeah.
So here we're
so
talking
good.
about more serious potential complications.
Okay. That's
Right.
Vascular
Tell her,
injury,
Dr. Kohli.
like an injury to a blood vessel, Sam, that takes blood to your brain, or potentially slipping a disc in your spine, your back,
Oh, no.
causing weakness of the spinal column, which could cause pinched nerves. And
What do I do when I feel like it needs to be popped, Dr.
So, no,
Kohli?
you do a nice little neck stretch. Yes, so hand stretches and neck stretches. You can also use heat therapy. So hand stretches, leaning your hands kind of back like that, or spreading your fingers wide and then making a loose fist. Motion helps.
That feels good, actually.
It does feel good, exactly. And it provides the same sort of relief without potentially some of the risks. And then you can also use heat therapy and cold therapy as well.
Okay.
Those are some good
So I don't want to
ones.
hear any more popping out of you guys.
All right.
What about, because I'm bad at this one too, especially after a long day and you take the makeup off. I rub my eyes a lot and I wear contacts. Is that...
So I do this, and especially because we live in
I
Colorado.
rub my eyes
We
all
have
the
same
time.
eye. Terrible for multiple reasons. So the first thing you're doing when you're rubbing your eyes, if there's any little particles, eye makeup residue, eyelash, anything, you're rubbing it into your cornea. So you can actually cause what's called microabrasions of the cornea. And over time, you can even cause the cornea to kink and sort of change in appearance. The next thing you're doing is that you're actually inoculating bacteria, viruses, whatever you might have on your fingers, into your eyes. You're pushing on your eyes, you're increasing the pressure in your eye, which can be problematic. And most of all, ladies, we're popping blood vessels under the delicate skin around the eye. So dark circles and wrinkles actually come out by doing this to your eyes.
Darn.
Oh my goodness.
How much time do we have? Because I want to ask about
We just got to
your
wrap.
lip
So-
peeling.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, you want to call me out on my lip peeling? We'll revisit this
Okay, so
because
eye drops
eye drops.
instead, and cold compresses for itching.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then we'll come back and talk about your other
Okay,
bad
there's going to be a round two. Round two with Dr. Kohli. Thank you so much, Dr. Kohli, as always. We appreciate you.